We are not meant to hold on to things in this world. The sooner they pass, the sooner we may be free of them. Nothing is truly lost when its influence remains. Their existence can be forgotten, but never denied. Even when their time has passed, they are no less valuable. Their suffering no less beautiful than it is for those who remain to carry their memory forward, as are you. All legacies end in time. I regret that ours ended with me, but there was nothing I could do. My line is not ended while I still breathe. There is still hope for my master's legacy. My line is not ended while I still breathe. There is still hope for the legacy of the Takan. All legacies end in time. It is the story of Kith civilization, the suffering beneath all other suffering, more beautiful than all the rest. I know your burden. You must come to accept this truth, as I have, or else you will never be free. This man held to the world harder than any I have known. His suffering was plain to see. I do not think he would have been able to free himself on his own. You do him a service. There is nothing left of the man to hate. You waste your energy. This blood is vibrant and many-colored. It holds the suffering of many. I wish you could see it as I do. I wouldn't mind the use of that laboratory once in a while. I need to make some new scars for even thinking these thoughts. This place is tinged gold with incredible suffering. Eternal suffering. Even the trees speak of it. If there is time later, I would like to try that again without the souls. The smell here is far fouler than the fishery. Perhaps I will camp here tonight. I see copper here, melting, filling in the foundation and coating the walls. The body quivers as though being mauled. Can you see it? The Seeker God is well regarded among the Nalpaska. He knows the beauty of the struggle, the black smell of death. A strange way to be reminded of home. I see dark ribbons of death floating in the water here. Old death. Decades past. Whoa. I do not care for the cold. It numbs sensations that should be sharp. If you are not all seeing this, I have done something very right with my Malkachor preparation. What love and pain have been poured into this sculpture. It shimmers with it. I will test this pit for you. Does the portal lead to Stalwart, I wonder? Wait a moment. My spirit dragon has come to talk to me. Do not be deceived by the darkness. It is an illusion. There is a path here. This tower has far outlived its builders. But is it all that remains of them? The only way to be free of revenge is to never pursue it. Turn the other way and never look back. The only way to be free of revenge is to never pursue it. Turn the other way and never look back. The only way to be free of revenge is to never pursue it. Turn the other way and never look back. The only way to be free of revenge is to never pursue it. Turn the other way and never look back. The only way to be free of revenge is to never pursue it. Turn the other way and never look back. The only way to be free of revenge is to never pursue it. Turn the other way and never look back. You are searching for insight? I also have a pepper that will make him think he is being slowly devoured by a great serpent, if you are interested. It sounds as though you have suffered greatly, Aloth. Tell me of your lowest moment. Spare no details. Suffering and flourishing are the same thing, expressed in opposite ways. You have never courted a Takan woman, I see. You do not have what it takes to learn, and your nose is too big for your face. There is no greater suffering of the soul than failure. Shh! Do not ruin this for me. Your life's work was for nothing. My scars make you uneasy. Are you sure? A good clipping would be welcome. He had finished training me, but he left much untaught. If it is, I prefer the other kinds. We are always on the road, trying to find our way back home. Ah, the Takan make an excellent fermented milk. The blindness wears off in only a few days. Their absence is part of my suffering. I keep it close to my heart, and it gives me strength. Does anyone have any extra rations? I will I did some white leaf, and now I'm very hungry. Oh, I knew that Malkachoa was bad. Does everyone else see that kraken? Oh. Does everyone else see that Stelgar and the undersized breeches? When did Durrance get bird legs? That was way too much Blackson. Whoa. My hands do not look like that. Whoa. Yes, Zahua is ready. I will, as you say. Very well. Fear no one! Whoa. My hands do not look like that. Whoa. Can anyone spare some Caro Golan? I underestimated this ripple sponge. If only everyone could see this. Death comes for me. I stand yet. My blood runs dry. Perhaps it is time to stop and reflect on our day. Some rest would renew our souls. Do I sleep? Or do I merely dream that I sleep? It was a good death. You will be remembered. Peace find you. Rest easy, Aloth. Sagani journeys no more. I keep your chants in my soul, Kana. Safe passage, Adair. Farewell, Pelagina. Rest, little warrior. Be at peace, Durrance. I must defend better. Our numbers lessen. We must not fall. We must make up for the loss. Do not succumb, Aloth. Stay with us, Sagani. Adair, you must endure. Your time has not come, Pelagina. Kanarua's chant has fallen silent. Aravius, you must wake. Durrance slumbers. It is no use. I would welcome the extra strain. If only I had room. I will walk unseen, not a sound. Step lightly. Thank you. I can make my own scars. You should save the pain for our enemies. I do not wish to be selfish. Am I imagining that? What's this? My veins blacken. I could not concentrate. Zahua will see it done. Done. My legs fail me. I will not be held for long. I have trained my whole life to maintain perfect peace of body and mind in all circumstances. But that is annoying. That does not hurt, but it does tickle, which does not help me. Did anyone else feel that? I shall do my best. Might we speak? I have led before. I hope this goes better. Ulu Then! Moeth, Ixi, Anath! Lavaru beyond Seek! Wreath Ulikna! Arthic, Worth, and Wrath! We stand together! Fear is the enemy! Bring suffering upon them! Craved a feel of fear! Quith sealness meetum. Worde Bildan Sawu. Croak 10! Sakritu! Ixmaru! Arutam Sakun Irasum Zio Ikamasushirononi Ixamarashunu
Maximum Yamario Nitios Ixamorusio Inzamaru Smarisneosinio Ixan Marsuru.
Hold tight to your body, devil. Do not let go. The devil's shell lies empty. I cannot land a blow! I am no use here! Perfect! Age has slowed me. Ha 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 ha! Too predictable. Malkachoa reveals many things. Poison spreads through me. I must clear my mind. I have done as you asked. What do you wish? My path is set. Going. Zahua is honored to lead the charge. I will try. Is that all? More! Weak! Come on! What do you need of Zahua? These feuds between Ogre and Kith. I do not see them ending until one is wiped out. Or both. My thoughts wander often to the lost builders of this fortress we seek. They were erased from the world. The spirits that remain here cling to their old conflicts. So strong is their hatred that it roots them in place, long after it had any meaning. A hopeless battle was waged in Durgan's battery. They seemed to know that their deaths had come, yet many fought on. So the dwarves of Durgan's battery did not destroy themselves after all. They fell to invaders. The ways of the Nalpazga can make little sense to an outsider. I would gladly cast light upon them. We are the warriors of the Takan. Nobles, peasants, it does not matter. We are souls caged in flesh, nothing more. But it is one thing to say it, another to know it. So we train until we know it, or until we meet our ends. I give this answer because it is what you wanted, but the Nalpazga would say different. They would say that we are nothing at all. Perfection. Look around you. The world is perfect. Every being, every moment, every death. Rarely do we see this. We stumble through life, lost in distractions. Every practice of the Nalpazga is a reminder to stop stumbling, to know the perfection. They imagine a world without suffering and dream of living there, and suffer all the more for it. This is their mistake. The world is perfect. It was created by a boundless wisdom. It is for us to learn why a perfect world requires that we suffer. Vanity is a snare that roots us to the ground. The way we see ourselves, the way others see us, these things are not real. They cannot be touched. The Nalpazga teachings reveal many such snares. Fear, pleasure, doubt, hatred. They hold us back if we let ourselves be caught. Then you see only what is truly there, and you suffer no longer. You become as a god, seeing things as they do. If you can loose yourself from the snares, then you are free. I meet people on the road, and they pity me. I have come to find it endearing. They see so many scars, and they wonder, how can the man beneath not be broken? A scar is a wound that heals, a living reminder of our power over suffering. They cause no pain, only the echo of pain, which cannot hurt you. Show me a scarred man, and I will show you a man who can overcome. The Malkachoa? At any time, it is rare that I have not eaten some. When you first try it, it seems a beautiful fantasy. You see colors you have never seen, meet creatures that are not there. With practice, you see that all it does is show you reality, the essence of all things, how they are alike and connected. I have watched trees grow and wilt before me. I have tasted meat and known the animal's life as if it were mine. But the Malkachoa often causes the stomach to empty with great violence, so it is not for everyone. Most Takan have two choices. They can grow crops, or they can become Nalpazga warriors. I was the youngest of 5, a dreamer. The Nalpazga were always in my thoughts. You would ask much of one who knows little. They did not feel the same about me. 3 times I tried to join their ranks. 3 times I was refused. All that time spent dreaming, and I had not thought to prepare. I was lazy, uncoordinated, overweight. If they had not refused me, what shame I might have brought to them. They had no choice. Our high priestess had a vision. Malkachoa, plus some other shit, knowing her. No one put on a better ceremony than she did. She saw me as chieftain, leading a host of Nalpazga warriors to victory over our enemies, the Quechmatl. Our last chieftain had died over the winter. A new one had not yet arisen from the Nalpazga, so the timing was right. The next day they brought me before Ishipilo, the great master of the Nalpazga, and I became his pupil. I still trained with the other instructors, sparred and meditated with my Nalpazga brothers and sisters. I learned from all of them, but learning from Ishipilo was a chieftain's privilege. He knew the secrets that could grant mastery over reality, invincibility in combat. I would not be as I am now without his lessons. They're also a lot of fun to say. Words are nothing but sounds. They can be weapons against us if we forget that. Using curse words often takes away their power over us. Not all of them. In my shame, I gave him everything I had. He tutored me for 7 years, and in that time I became greater than the rest. When a Nalpazga was deemed a worthy successor to a chieftain, greater than all his peers, Ishipilo would take him in, prepare him for the future. When I was brought to him, I knew how unworthy I was. But if he disapproved, he never showed it. Then the day came when he was to teach me the final secret of the Anitle. This is the unbeatable warrior all Takan chieftains must become to protect our people. Ishipilo never showed. I found him in his study, meditating, or perhaps staring off. I couldn't say. "Master," I said, "is it time for me to learn to be the Anitle?" "Not yet," he said. And that was all. He never gave me another lesson. A year later, he was dead of old age. They named me chieftain, anyway. I thought so as well. I tried everything. Patience, rage, cleverness, acceptance. "Not yet," he would say. "Not yet." Have I? At any time, 2 people know the secret of becoming the Anitle, the chieftain and the master of the Nalpazga. When Ishipilo died, the knowledge was lost to us forever. You think the world imperfect? Most would agree. Most would say the world is imperfect because we suffer. Word of Ishipilo's death spread. Our enemies saw the opportunity. The Quechmatl chieftain came with gifts to honor my rule. But his real purpose was to look me in the eye, to know if Zahua might be beaten. I looked at him, and I imagined that I was the Anitle, free of all the worldly snares, that my master had taught me everything. When he turned to leave, I saw he wore a secret smile, and I knew I had failed. 3 days later, they attacked. They were many times greater than our numbers. They had been trying to conquer us for generations, and the Takan chieftain had always sent them running. The power of the Anitle. In my heart, I knew we would lose, and it would be because I was not the Anitle. What we had always done. I gathered my Nalpazga warriors and led a charge into the belly of their army. The Nalpazga believed Zahua was the Anitle, and it gave them strength. For their sakes, for Takan, I believed it too. My mind found a place it had never reached before. I could see my enemies' moves before they made them. I could see my own actions in front of me, the path to victory. I did as I saw, and the Quechmatl fell in heaps. And then the Quechmatl chieftain came to face me, and he knew Zahua was not the Anitle. When I saw him, I knew it too. I hesitated. My enemies fell upon me. One by one, the Nalpazga were defeated, and Takan was conquered. Of the men, they made slaves. Of the women, they made wives. Their way is to absorb the conquered, make them forget themselves. They take you alive if you are a chieftain. They break your body and your spirit. Then they show you to their people and to yours, broken. After that, they cut off your head so that they may drink your soul from it. Oh no, they did all of those things to me. They flayed me until my screams became whispers, until I no longer knew who I was, and my only hope was to die soon. But they didn't stop, and that was their mistake. In my lowest moment, I released my grip on many worldly things I had come to embrace since my master's death. The pain made the world clear again. They brought me out to be executed, not knowing any better. They swung the machete down upon my neck, but it would not cleave. Each hack of the knife brought great pain, and the pain showed me glimpses of pure truth. For a moment at a time, I was the Anitle. I broke my bonds by seeing beyond them. I slew my executioner by knowing I would slay him. No. When the pain faded, so did my enlightenment. But it was enough to make my escape. I swore to return when my soul was ready to defeat the Quetzalcoatl, when I had rediscovered my master's lost secrets. A story for another time, perhaps. One thing he did teach me was that the more you talk, the less you hear, and the less you hear, the less you have that is worth saying. Many things, enough to wear out your ears. I will spare you for now. If I did not know better, I would think you were some demon sent by the Malcachoa, come to tempt me to tell stories and forget my purpose. Let us discuss this some other time, when we are closer to our goal. I wonder, was it meant to be so? They might have made great Nalpazca warriors, if only they had been born Takan. But we have seen no invaders, and the battery was shut. Did they come only to destroy the dwarves, and then leave? No. I searched my empty homeland for any trace of Ishipilo's knowledge, but I knew he had left none. It would have been too dangerous. When that failed, I began searching the land to see if knowledge of the Anitle had come from abroad. I visited temples and monasteries. All the while, Zahua was trying to find the answer within himself as well. Meditation, Malcachoa, 1,000 practices he had learned as Nalpazca or dreamed on his own. He becomes nearer to the Anitle every day, but his soul is not free. He is not the Anitle. Quetzalcoatl has only grown over time, swallowed all its rivals. It would take no less than the Anitle to free and protect the Takan now. The final step is the difference between invincibility and certain failure. I see it before me as a line drawn in blood. Then the Takan will be no worse off than they are now, but they do deserve better. I would not discount the aid of any, least of all a watcher. But for now, we are committed to the cause of Stalwart. Perhaps when that is over, we may talk more of this. Your matter is the more urgent one. Another time, perhaps. Ishimitl is vast. Outsiders think of it as one land and its people as one people. But if you walk across it, you see that there are many Ishimitls. We hail from the same place, do we not? At least to outsiders who do not understand how vast Ishimitl is, how different from one moment to the next. The Ishimitl that the Takan know is rich in soil and water. The crops seem to grow in front of you. We build our homes along the Aki River, and it is good to us, though every so often it floods, so that the Takan do not forget their suffering. It would not be the rainy season without my neighbor Esley swimming after his escaped goats and nearly drowning. But home is an idea, no more real than justice or honor. My home is here now. Wherever I stand, I hope to share knowledge with the monks of the 1,000 Dreams. Their monastery lies east of here. They are said to be seekers of greater truth, like the Nalpazca. But if they still exist, I did not find them there. Our practices are suited to our enemies, the things we hold to in fear of their opposites. Things like pleasure and vanity, even our own lives. We embrace discomfort. I knew an alpazga, Tamin, who slept on sharp boulders and kept his arm raised above his head for 2 years. The arm withered. One day it fell limp and became useless. Fear of death is our enemy, so we bury ourselves with our dead. We live on the carrion and meditate for days, even as the worms burrow into our flesh. In time, you come to know death. You accept its beauty and its purpose. You see its dark wisps, and the sight is pleasing in its way. So it is with all our enemies. When I completed my trial, my master had me placed at the bottom of a mass grave to make sure his point was clear. Vanity is my favorite. You have seen some of it. You must become loathsome, disgusting. The Takan are used to our shit, but Deerwood has been far more enjoyable. But always it reminded him that pleasure and pain did not hold sway over his soul, and he became strong. A traveling noble offered his friendship to me as we crossed paths on the road. I blew my nose into his silken shirt sleeves, apologized, then vomited on his wife's gown when she expressed forgiveness. I was even beaten for it without having to ask. Work well done is truly its own reward. You inherited the snares of another lifetime. It must feel good to be free of them. The Deerwood has suffered greatly. It will be stronger for it in the end. But now is the time to end it, to allow the wounds to heal. The Deerwood is young still. Its legacy is still to be written. Now you are free to focus on the present. You no longer have Theos to be concerned with, at least. If I did not suffer, I would not aspire to free myself from it. They left spirits to tell the tale, but the tale will never grow or change. Their time ended long ago. We have discovered things thought to be lost. Their influence may yet persist. Their bravery was not enough in the end. This was not fear, not all of it. Some made a stand, together. They believed in a cause that would outlive them, and so they stayed true to it. An alpazga would agree. A cruel fate is as perfect as a joyous one. Still, it is hard not to wonder why. After 2 centuries, I would not hold out hope. All things fade, and always sooner than we wish. Few deserve their fate, and even cruel fates have their purposes. Are you certain? The nausea will pass. It may take some vomiting, but it always passes. Completing this journey is of great importance to me. Thank you. I will not take any longer than is necessary. I understand. When you are ready, we must return here. I will pass you a new mixture, and we can resume. We will need to return to the place where we found the lion first. Whitestone Hollow. Good. I have the mixture prepared. You must forgive Zahua. I was not expecting you. Resting my eyes, I thought, waiting for the Malkachoa to bring me insight. It would seem I dozed. A good thing my master was not alive to see it. A teacher, not an owner. Zahua is a free man. Well, as free as any of us. I was freeing myself from vanity. Consider, how can one be vain who is bathed in the smell of dead fish? I had the idea when I passed this way earlier. I am pleased with the results so far. Yes, quite pleased. Gods, no. What a way to travel the world. The usual way is to smear yourself with the ashes of the dead. But they do not burn their dead here, so I have to make do with what the land provides. From battle, yes. I left them upon my enemies. These were struck against fear. These against pleasure. These against hatred. Those down there against greed and doubt. And these were for vanity. I cannot take credit for all of them, but I did most of the good ones. I put them there in battle to remind myself what is real and what is not. Our worst enemies are inventions of the mind, pleasure, fear, when we see them for what they are, we become unstoppable. As you wish. I feel I have been close, but never for more than an instant. In the moment when the pain is sharpest, the world becomes clear. In that moment, I am a match for anyone. He carried a call for aid. Seeing that he would find no monks at the monastery, I chose to go in their place. I would not say I am hired. I seek no wage, and I promise no result. I have chosen a path, and my spoils come from walking it. The cold seems to conquer the smell. Even now, the scent hides itself. Disappointing. If one wishes to swim, it is no time to argue with the current. A small white mushroom. I have heard it called snowcap in these lands. It can reveal the true nature of many things. Are you real? Of course. I meant no offense, but I find it is best to ask when Malkachoa is involved. We shall let the matter rest for now, then, until the Malkachoa wears off. We are here together in this moment because a perfect force has willed it. Who is Zahua to argue? There is something about you. You remind me of him. A vision of the Malkachoa, then. I was expecting something more unusual. A flaming bird, perhaps, or a talking gemstone. And this fortress, this Durgan's battery, its people are gone. Zahua would know why. Zahua is no longer young, but in combat he is still the greatest of the Takan people. It seemed only right that he should go. I will walk with you so long as the gods wish it so. I was visiting a monastery not far from here. I found it empty, but I met a messenger as I left. Of course, I am fortunate to have suffered so much. If I did not suffer, I would not aspire to free myself from it. I would wander from one unfulfilling goal to the next. More wealth, a better station. My soul would wither, but to search for a place beyond suffering's reach is to nurture the soul, to harden it against the elements. Suffering is the greatest gift the gods have given us, their most beautiful, perfect creation. It is the hand that turns the wheel. What was it like to have your soul thrust into a cold metal vessel? You mistake, Zahua. I admire your pain. It is unique, a beautiful gift. I seek only to liberate my people from the Quetzalcoatl. A few more years, and the slavers will have died of old age. You mean the Malkachoa? Hatred is a trap. Those it catches will never be free of their suffering. I could leave because I was not caught. I hope you will be able to say the same one day. Quetzalcoatl. We used to sleep in places like this, to conquer the fear of death. I do not miss it. The dwarves sealed the door, never to emerge again. If there are answers, they lie within. Magnificent. It looks as if my toes are wriggling, even when I hold them still. Magnificent. It looks as if my toes are wriggling, even when I hold them still. The Malkachoa is strong today. Ah, now we can all free ourselves from vanity. I am hungry enough to eat an entire person. Do they serve human flesh in these lands, or is it one of those progressive nations? The ogre that decorated this cave would be much in demand among the Takan. The skullwork is very pleasing. To fall through the ice is said to cause unimaginable horror. But I can come back and try it later if now is not a good time. In Zahua's experience, if one is only half mad with visions, the dose was too low. I see this man's mind, shattered, crumbling, even as we stand here. This is very good. It is the role of the Takan chieftain to look after his people. My master could not have said it better. There is no longer hope of freeing the Takan. The failure is part of Zahua now. It may have. I wonder if I had been free of it, if I might have found what I sought sooner. Memory has been only a snare for me. It was a distraction that kept my soul from freedom. This pain is a gift to my soul. I am glad to remember them. For all their history and teachings, the Takan were not strong enough to survive. It does them no honor to pass on their weakness, to repeat their failings. I would see their legacy carried forward. What memories I have of them, those are my guides. My path is my own now. I did not think I would be given another chance to protect my people. I am honored to do this for you, a great act of freedom. Your body will suffer for it, but your soul will flourish. Always, I will remember your example. I have come to peace in your company. My soul no longer clings to this existence. Allow me to return the favor. Allow me to stay behind. I would speak to the people who have seen these wild visions to compare notes. We are not here to eat you, but you are easy prey. Is there nowhere you can hide? I would ask neither kind of healing, as neither has any lesson to offer. Keep to your own trial, Durance, and I will keep to mine. We are too late. The wolves have come. It was a mistake to leave the animal here unprotected. That is difficult to accept. In my heart, it feels as though there was more we could have done. Perhaps you are right, but it is something we will never know for certain. In the end, though, the wolves would have come. They can smell weakness from great distances. We may have been bound for failure from the start. There is a spirit lion there, just ahead. Can you see it, Watcher? The lion was the symbol of my master, Ishipilo. This is a sign. Has he come here at last to teach me what he would not in life? To be the Anitle? I swore to return to liberate my people when I had learned to become the Anitle. This lion, this is what I have been waiting for. This is a Nalpazka warrior who has ascended from the snares of the material world. He cannot be beaten. It was Ishipilo's greatest secret. Even on his dying day, he refused to pass it on to me. If he had taught me, I would have been able to protect the Takan. We would never have been conquered. I have some herbs prepared, malcuchoa, plus some things I've been saving. We should eat them so we can meet with the lion in its world. It would be my honor if you would come with me on this journey. A watcher may see things that I cannot. That goes for everyone. I would welcome the presence of friends. Are you ready? This lion is what I've been searching for. I cannot pass up this opportunity. I understand. I can only hope the lion will wait. Excellent. Of course. The lion again. This is very good. I believe there is a good chance it will teach me how to be the Anitle. Will you join me on this journey? Do not let the lion escape us. Did you see where it went? Is that flower singing? No. Stay focused, Zahua. There, I see it. What is this that so many have died to approach it? The shaman's vision always stayed with me. Even after his death, I have always felt that when the time was right, Ishipilo would find a way to teach me his secret. When the Quechmatl chieftain saw me, he knew I was not prepared to resist him. After my master had passed, even after the Takan were conquered, I thought of what the shaman had said and held on to hope. But I wonder if it did not also make me proud and foolhardy. If I ignored my own defeat because I did not believe it possible. Zahua has done his people no favors as chieftain, and the Quechmatl would mock your words. I wonder what my path would have been without it. Would I have found purpose if she had not assured me of victory? Pride is a simple snare. It is one of the first the Nalpazka cast off. We spend years building projects of great beauty, and then are made to destroy them. And yet here we are on his trail, and his knowledge is no less a mystery to me. Is this what I am meant to see? That his teachings will always be beyond me? Zahua has been looking since he was a young man. If he were to end that search empty-handed, what would he do then? Yes, This is but a piece of the whole. There must be more to be revealed. You speak truly, but his knowledge is the difference between a free Takan and an enslaved Takan. Zahua cannot help but seek it. Yet there is something here Zahua is meant to understand. Can you feel it? If I had been more convincing, I have always believed they would not have attacked. Zahua sees this now. This was the life of the Takan. We lived knowing that one day the wolves would come. And finally, the day came when we were wounded and could not escape them. For a time, perhaps, but looking back, I was mistaken. We were always the prey, never the predator. It may be, but I believe I was mistaken. Ishipilo never warned me of this, but I should have seen it sooner. I have become a slave to knowledge I will never learn. I have denied all my failures, yet I feel no different, no freer than I was. There is something I am missing, even now. This may be our answer. Let us see what has been uncovered. She was a Nalpazga warrior, eldest daughter of the shaman. She would have been, the wife of the Takan chieftain, if the Takan had not fallen. An argument Zahua had with someone once. Zahua has never spoken of it to anyone. Nothing came of it. Some years ago, Zahua considered that he might never learn Ishipilo's secret, but he had vowed to return to his people. And so he did. He journeyed to Kachmatl, and while their warriors were off raiding, he spoke to the surviving Takan he found there. He waited too long in returning. If there was a time to liberate his people, it passed long ago, while he searched for the secret of the Anitle. Ishipilo's knowledge was the one last thing of Takan that might have been recovered. But I see now that I was caught in a snare. The gem, the antelope, the waterfall, their lessons were not about Ishipilo's secrets. They were about my vow to return to the Takan. This has been my thinking all these many years. Revenge is never the path of the Nalpazga. It leads away from enlightenment, towards suffering. I had thought I was continuing on the path my master had set out for me. The time of my people has ended. There is nothing more I can do for them. They were a great and inspiring people. It was a gift to have been one of them, to learn from them and walk among them. As Nalpazga, we were always taught to nurture our own soul, to allow others their own journey. Perhaps it is time I took that advice to heart. To my knowledge, it is no snare to wish to pay one's people tribute. Even if I should fail, it is a good path. Their time on Aora was too brief. There is much the rest of the world might have learned from them, much that I might yet share. The dream fades around us. I believe it is time to return. You are ready. I am sorry we could not finish our journeys together. May you suffer greatly, but what you say is true. Nevertheless, Zahua shames his order to have allowed it to find its way back into his heart. I have been caught in a snare, worrying over things that could not be changed. These visions shame me with their truths. In visions like these, meaning can be found in unlikely places. This man is here because there is something he is meant to show us. It is not him we assist. It is Zahua. Given his history, I am surprised he had not foreseen this possibility. He longs not for the water, but for the experience of first tasting it. He is bound for disappointment. His suffering is very pretty, yet it feels empty. What value does it have if he refuses to learn from it? Can he not see that he seeks something that can never be recovered? The Nalpazga learn to embrace death. As long as the spirit is free, bonds of the flesh do us no harm. We could burn their clothes in the night to open their minds. They would thank us in time. I will show you Come, let us find a mass grave to sleep in. Allow me to retrieve her. I will fight this wine tentacle monster. I wouldn't be so sure. Very important, by the look of it. This is a snare my master never told me of. How great, how subtle the hold of the past upon us. Yes, Ishipilo, I have sought your wisdom across many lands, over many years. Are you here to grant it to me? Our people are captives of the Quetzalcoatl. I need to know the secrets of the Anitle. Master, please, I cannot hear you. Answer me! Chief Aurelia, why are you here? You have come to see if I am ready to protect my people. You must come with me at once. I do not care about my life, Namaltia. I come to liberate the Takat. We will unite and revolt. The warmth of this boiler has made the cold less unbearable upon my flesh. Is it too soon to turn it off? The crystal calls to us. You can hear it singing our ends. I did not know it was possible for a lift to have suffered. But here we are. An army of these awaits. We must learn their weaknesses. You can see the fear rising from the tops of their heads like steam. I have dreamed of many creatures strange as these, but never have I met one in this world. Good. These will leave excellent scars. Let us compete to see who can breathe this poison the longest. The army of Ilis did seem a little too easy. Monks often live in solitude. But here, instead of growth, I sense unraveling. Whatever these miners have taken, it must be very good. If it is not, I would gladly die finding out. They gained nothing from their suffering. Better for them to start fresh. It did them no good to remain confined in this place. I hope that freedom suits them better. Is this what the Abbey was built to hide? If this is your end, we would meet it with you. No secret remains hidden forever.